Thank you and good afternoon. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam Sports Report. The Bears go out and beat Jacksonville. Caleb Williams was a key part as he had over 4 touchdowns. Trevor Lawrence was not good again. The Jaguars dropped to 1-5. The Bears are now 4-2. 4-2 it is, 35-16. Bears were rolling. The Ravens and the Washington Commanders will meet up today. Jaden Daniels and Lamar Jackson, Brian Thomas, and Derrick Henry to look out for the running backs. Zay Flowers, Brian Thompson, Trey McLean. Defensive player to watch out for, Marlon Humphreys. So let's go. Brian Thompson, running back for the Ravens. Derrick Henry, Zay Flowers for the Brian Thomas Washington football team. Trey McLean, Washington football team. Zay Flowers, Ravens, and Marlon Humphrey, Ravens. Kick is at set 12. The Ravens are 3-2. The Commanders are 4-1. Jaden Daniels looks like the veteran. We'll see how good he is. Kick off is at 12. I'm taking the Ravens 24-17. The Browns and Eagles will square off. I feel like we should only preview the most overrated quarterback, Deshaun Watson. Will the Eagles prevail? Well, you'll find that out at 12. I've got the Eagles winning 30-17. The Colts will play the Titans at noon. Anthony Richardson and Will Levis at the quarterbacks. Who's better? But that's a tough one to call. For teams, neither one's very good. Jonathan Taylor, Tony Pollard, and Calvin Ridley. Best defensive players, Keith Blaylock for the Colts and DeForest Buckner. And I'll give you a player to watch out for. Former Chief L'Jarius Sneed. Game time is at 12, 23-20. Titans, even though the Colts are better, Titans are at home. The Pats and the Texans. The Texans are on the road. We'll go ahead and preview that game. Quarterbacks Jacoby Brissett, Drake May. He makes his first start at the quarterback for the Patriots against the Texans. Running back Ramon Stevenson is out. It'll be Antonio Gibson. Next man up, Texans Demoni Pierce, Cam Akers. As the running back, Joe Mixon is questionable. Wide receiver DeMar Douglas. Other for the Texans, wide receiver Stephon Diggs, Tank Dell for the Stephon Diggs for the Texans, Tank Dell for the Texans. Defense player Jamari Peppers is in trouble for cocaine possession and strangulation. Allegations are true. Devon Shakeswick's defensive tackle was a player to watch out for the Titans, for the Patriots. Game time is at 12. Give me the Texans 30-24. Buccaneers and the Saints will play the 3-2 Buccaneers. Spencer Rattler will get the start for the Saints because they're without Derek Carr. The Baker Mayfield. It'll be Bruce Irving. Also, Alvin Kamara on the Saints side. Chris Godwin. Antonio Winfield, questionable. Yaya Derby is a linebacker. He's a player to watch out for. Kick is at 12. I've got the Buccaneers 17-10. Next is Carolina and the Cardinals, who have had some surprising wins. Quarterback Kyler Murray has been good, and Jordan Love is also a player to watch out for. Running back James Conner and wide receiver Marvin Harrison Jr. and Jaden Reed, a defensive player. That's all for the Arizona, Packers defensive players Jamar Alexandra, Rashard Rayton, Josh Jacobs was a running back for the Packers. James Conner was one for the. Marvin Harrison was a receiver for the Cardinals. I'm taking him 25-20. Kickers at 12. Broncos Chargers. This game kicks at 3. It's the first 3 o'clock game. Justin Herbert has 5 touchdowns and 1 pick. Bo Nix has had a rough start. 3-2. Other players to watch for on the Chargers: J.K. Dobbins. On the Broncos, Javonte Williams. Lad McConey on the Chargers, Cortland Sutton. Defensive players: Patrick Surtain for the Broncos and Joey Bosa. Kick us at 3:05. Give me the Broncos 23-20. It will be the Raiders and Steelers, the last 2 in a row. Justin Fields, after the fuss about who's going to start at the quarterback position, it will be Justin Fields. And we'll see how long that is. I don't think Justin Fields, Russell Wilson, fixes their problems, even if they do start him. The Raiders, Adrian Cornell was named the starter this week. Running back, Najee Harris for the Steelers. Raiders, Zamar White. Alexandra Matterson is supposed to start his place. He's hurt. Xavier Gatt is a player to watch out for. Kick is at 3:25. I'm going to take the Steelers 24-20. The Falcons and Panthers. The Panthers are 1-4. The Saints, they'll play the Falcons. Andy Dalton, running back Chubb Hubbard. Brian Robinson, wide receiver Drake London. Deontay Johnson, who's been looking for a trade candidate. He is questionable, though. Derek Brown is a defensive player that you should watch out for. Jesse Bates is also on the side. 3:25. Give me the Falcons 27-20. Final game at 3:25. Lions and Packers. Dak Prescott, Jared Goff, Jeremiah Gibbs, Rico Dowdles, Jamison Williams, C.D. Lamb. Defensive players: Michael Parsons, and for the Lions, H.E. Hudson. Cowboys to host. Lions favored by 3. Give me the Lions 26-22. Bengals and Giants final game. Watch out for Joe Burrow and Daniel Jones, Chase Brown and Devin Singletary, Jamar Chase. Miko Neighbors is out. Darius Slayton. Bengals try to get their second win. Tyron Tracy is expected to start. Kick us at 7:20. Give me the Bengals in this one. 21-20. Mizzou beats up on UMass 400 yards, 45-3. Alabama survives another close one, 27-25. Notre Dame beats up on Stanford 42-7. Illinois beats up on Purdue 34-28. Mississippi State, Georgia 34-10. Clemson 49-14. Illinois wins 50-49. Arizona lost to BYU 41-19. Ohio State gives it its best shot in a close one. So number 3 prevails 32-31. And LSU beats Ole Miss. I told you guys. 29-26. Just had that feeling. Iowa State beats West Virginia 28-16. And K-State prevails 31-28. And Boise beats Hawaii 28-7. Game 5, 7-3. Tarek Scuba was not very good. It was the Indians winning 7-3, Guardians. Give 5 runs. The Dodgers and Mets will play tonight. Mets players to watch out for: Pete Alonso and Francisco Lindor. Players to watch out for the Dodgers: Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Max Muncy, Tommy Edman, Chris Taylor are players to watch out for the Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam's Sports Report.